Hello friends, with the Bombay High Court expected to conduct its final hearing and deliver its verdict in the public interest litigation which has been filed by Arvind Tiwari, who is both a parent as well as a lawyer, related to the ICSE examinations in Maharashtra, students and parents are upping the pressure. In fact, they are opposed to the conduct of the examinations in a situation where the number of corona positive cases in the country has crossed the 3 lakh mark. They have started a campaign both on Instagram as well as on Twitter with the hashtag #CancelExam2020. This tweetathon was begun by 6 mothers from Gurugram, and the online campaign has gone viral this Sunday. Now, due to the coronavirus pandemic, the exams were postponed on the 19th of March 2020, even as 6 papers of class 10 and 8 papers of class 12 ICSE were pending. The examinations were originally scheduled to get over on the 31st of March. Now, according to the timetable which was issued on the 22nd of May by the ICSE Council, the pending papers are scheduled for the first 2 weeks of July 2020, just like the CBSE. Now, why is the student community, about 1.80 lakh students of class 10 and about 85,000 students of class 12, why are they against the conduct of the pending examinations in July? Basically 10 reasons, and that's what is being articulated on different forms of social media. 1. They are asking if the council will give an undertaking that all the exam centers across the country will be so well sanitized and no student will contract the virus, whether they are willing to give such an undertaking. They also point out that it's not just about the examination centers after all, because the transport that they travel in, the invigilators and the exam staff, as well as other friends who they come in contact with, the exam answer sheet, the question paper, the washroom, all carry a certain level of risk. Incidentally, in fact, the Madras High Court had raised the same point about giving an undertaking, and they had posed this question to the Tamil Nadu government regarding the conduct of the state board examinations earlier this month. Now, the council in its affidavit on Friday had also quoted the central and the state governments to say that the vulnerable group is above the age of 65 and below the age of 10. Data, however, shows that a significant number of corona positive cases are in the age group of 11 to 64, right? That is in the band that the council is not mentioning. And many have even tragically succumbed to the virus pandemic. To say that the children in the age group of 15 to 16 to 17 are not vulnerable is being a tad insensitive. Point number 3, the Home Ministry's nod to conduct the examination was given in the month of May, right? Now, with the number of cases rising as a result of the easing of the lockdown, the argument being put forth now is that the OK given by Amit Shah's ministry needs to be revisited. Point number 4, the irony of the courts holding virtual hearings while deciding on whether students can actually appear for a physical exam cannot really be missed. In fact, going further, students and parents ask why is it that the parliament has not been convened so far. Point number 5, the council in court had also quoted an online poll which it said it had conducted on the 7th of June among 196 of the 226 principals of ICSE schools in the state of Maharashtra. It said that 84% of those 196 principals voted in favor of the conduct of the examinations. Parents point out that no Parent Teachers Associations meetings were held to authorize the principals to vote in this manner and speak in such a manner on behalf of the students and their guardians, because the online polls which are being conducted again on different forms of social media suggest and indicate an entirely different story. Point number 6, the Telangana and the Madras High Court took the view that it is too risky to conduct the examinations at this juncture in such a situation. In fact, the Telangana High Court forbade the Telangana government from conducting the state board class 10 examinations in COVID-19 hotspots like Hyderabad, Secunderabad and Rangareddy districts. As a result, the government cancelled the exams and decided to promote all the 5.34 lakh students to class 11. Now, if Hyderabad, which has a much lesser number of corona positive cases as compared to say a Mumbai, Delhi or a Chennai, is not deemed by a high court, how can these other cities with much larger number of cases be considered safe? That's the question being asked. The seventh point, of course, is that July is also a month when the monsoon covers a large part of the country. Of course, the monsoon has already arrived in South India. It should probably hit Mumbai next week. But July is when the entire North India also gets covered by the monsoon. This is expected to pose an additional problem for students if they are made to appear for the exams. In corona positive times, again, the students will need to wear the exams wearing a mask, right? Now that is uncomfortable, especially if they have to do so for a period of 2 to 3 hours, and especially for asthmatic children who will feel extremely claustrophobic. Point number 9, many students have joined class 11 already, and therefore to expect them to go back to their class 10 curriculum will lead to a certain amount of fatigue. As a one-time exception, the council needs to decide if it can actually move on. Final point, in response to the council's objection that the petitioner, that is Mr. Arvind Tiwari, is a private individual because his son is also a student of ICSE class 10. The opinion is that, at least among the student and the parent community, is that Arvind Tiwari is representing a large majority of these students and therefore is fighting for a public cause. So those are the 10 points being made on different forms of social media, hoping that their voice will reach the powers that be, whether it be in the judiciary or the executive, and specifically the ICSE council in this particular regard. Tomorrow we are expecting the verdict of the Bombay High Court in this particular case, and thereafter either the council or the petitioners will obviously take the next legal step. Thank you very much for watching.